Good morning, traders, and welcome to the morning update. Today is Tuesday, the 11th of October. Hope you're all very well this morning. My name's Nishal Patel, and I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of what's happening on the market for today and really what's happened transpired yesterday. So let's move straight over to our charts. The very first chart we're going to have a look at is cable. This really has been the primary moneymaker for us. Well, in particularly from yesterday, and for me especially, as we can see right now, cable is floating at 1.2285, so back down into the 2200s. Hasn't really come down this low since obviously a non-farm payroll, which is reflected on this bar here. We're just having a look at cable on an hourly time frame because we can see what has happened in price action. Please excuse the level, the degree of levels on my chart. I know it's not that easy to see for those people that are novices. That it's been a fairly busy morning today and just want to cut through all of this. So this big bar here was the so-called fat finger event where the algorithms had pushed cable down to the lows, or down to this low, to be precise, of 1.1914 during the Asian session. Sorry, a bit of a tongue twister there. Towards the latter part of last week, and then obviously we had non-farm on Friday, and it really came down and pushed it down, but down to this low here, and I'm just going to pinpoint this low because it's quite important for us here, which was 1.2262. Price action steadily made its way back over the course of the Friday, and then from yesterday has just this beautiful cyclical behavior has been occurring, which has been nice and easy for most of us traders, for us to be able to really capitalize on a lot of the gains that have been made off on sterling and the decline or the demise of sterling. Right now, price action is floating just above the daily S2. If you're looking at pivots, have taken an entry point already on this S1 level, or close to that S1 level, and we have previous riding entry points a little higher. My best entry point was further up here at that 1.2450 that I allowed to run. The rest of my trades I have closed down after taking profit, so not doing too bad. Just sitting just above 5% up for the month, so doing well. So that's cable. Cable's doing really well. Looks like it's going to carry on and continue to fall further, but I am looking for a pullback before I can look for any other re-entries onto cable right now. Another big talk of right now is this particular chart right now is oil. Now oil has come up and hit a yearly high, as we can see. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it to a daily time frame here so we can see. And we can see over the course of yesterday, we came very close to that $52 a barrel. Riding very high, has broken that 50, and really has come about from OPEC, and what OPEC is saying. OPEC are introducing the first cut in production, or first cut in output, I should say, for a number of years, and it looks like it's got the go ahead. The spike really hasn't really been caused just from OPEC alone, but OPEC agreeing to, and also having the backing of other oil producing nations, in particularly Russia, to put a cut on output. Now we all know what happens when OPEC started increasing production, and to drive the cost of oil down, and the political implications. We're not speaking about this online, of what that would do. Now it looks like they're teaming up with Russia, and Russia are obviously very, very keen for the price of oil to go up, especially as they are a huge oil producing nation. It is affecting their economy. It's affecting obviously their trade balance, and obviously it's affecting them directly. So they want this to rally and keep going up. it seems as if Russia's not the only country that's out of the cartel, outside from the cartel, outside of OPEC, that is looking to put a cut on or looking to put a cut on output. It seems there are a few other countries that are joining the bandwagon and looking to boost up the value of oil. Now, right now, it's still floating below that $52 a barrel. I think I want to see it climb a lot further before I can deduce that this is most certainly gonna happen. And as we can see, we have come to this high again. Really, I want to see it climb above that, and then really retest the same area of what it has been resistant, and looking for support. Before I look to place any solid trades on this, there are other ways in onto this, obviously anyone that knows about correlation trading, they will know how to do so. For us here at Phoenix Blue, we're doing likewise, so we have got a few trades on that. Moving on forward, I think what we're going to have a look at is just have a look at the DX chart right now. The dollar is floating high. We're floating right now at 97 on the DX chart. Remember, this is the basket of currency pairs, or basket of instruments, I should say, that reflects the price of the dollar. And right now, the dollar is looking very, very bearish. Let's not forget there is data coming out tomorrow from the minutes of the FOMC, and I think a lot of people will be looking at those minutes to really deduce, see how see what the rationale was from the FOMC, and really see potentially how close or how far they were from that rate hike. What was discussed for the previous meeting. Now, that will obviously have a knock-on effect to their estimations, and traders and investors alike, onto their estimations of that potential hike in December. That date, the key date for us would be that 13th, 14th of December. That meeting with the Fed on the 13th, 14th. We're a long way off right now, but it looks, as always, it looks like everyone is teeing up for strengthening the dollar. Excuse me. So I think what we should be looking for is relative strength in the dollar right now. Probably see a slight pullback because the dollar has been riding high for a little while. We would like to see a lot of the charts pull back before we look to find an entry. Looking at the Australian dollar right now, as we can see, the US dollar is having an effect, and a price action has just come up to that 100 moving average, literally clipped it and just bounced off it today. Probably see it look to stay around that zone on the Australian dollar today. Have spoken about WTI already. Not going to speak about any other commodities except one here. Here's cocoa. Phoenix Blue had an order in, and literally, and we're just having a look at this on the daily right now. In fact, what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to push it down a little further. Just pushing it down onto the 4-hourly. Have had a long position onto this particular chart. On cocoa, the order was in at 26.40, so has done right now. It's at 26.65, doing well. Potentially seeing it pull straight back up, looking for a lovely move there. Moving on, I think the next place for us is looking at the relative strength of the yen. The yen has been flying right now. It has just pulled back ever so slightly. Sitting at that 103, 103.92, so just below 104 there. Looks to be doing quite well. So I'm just going to remove some of these lines that were drawn in slightly smaller time frame, so no need for them right now. Okay, and what we're going to do is just move on to the final chart. Looking at the euro, and the euro, as just like many of our other currencies, is falling on the wayside from the dollar strength. coming out of this area of consolidation, and struggling to break this 1.125 area for some days now, as we're looking at this daily time frame, really has come off and started to head short. Probably again looking for this to really pull back before we look to see it go anywhere. Let's not forget, is in this downward channel as well. So it was a very, very good option. Potentially see looking for a short movement on this. If the dollar does continue to strengthen up, by the way. So what we should also do is not forget what's happening this week. There's no need for any caution today. We don't have any key announcements today, so not to worry about this right now. So by all means, traders, get stuck in onto any pullbacks and look for the rallies. I think that's the safest thing to do right now for the newbies. For the advanced traders out there, I'm sure you all know what you're doing very well. By all means, if you do need any support or any guidance, do not hesitate. So feel free to contact us at Phoenix Blue at info at phoenixblue.co.uk. Alternatively, ping us a message on any of our social media forums, and we'll be happy to assist. Until next time, guys, happy trading. Look forward to speaking to you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.